Hello. You're welcome.
This is Elvis, the ultimate fan channel, the global Elvis community fan channel.
It certainly is global, and I will tell you why in a minute. Hello, welcome once again to Elvis the Ultimate Fan Channel. It is the global Elvis community channel, and what we do every week is we give a worldwide Elvis shout out. I've asked you to send in where you watch this channel from, and I've got a list of names and places in the world, and I'm going to give that person and that location a shout out every week. And this week, it is the turn of David Hewlett from Belgium. Belgium is the worldwide shout-out this week. So will it be you next week, I wonder? Tune in, folks, and see. Now, if you're new to this channel and you don't know... oh, yes, Jill says smoking hot picture right there. Yes, you're quite correct. It certainly is. Elvis. Look at that. Okay, now, if you're new to this channel and you don't know what this is all about, well, for the next hour or so, we are going to have a lot of Elvis fun, because there's a lot of junk and misinformation and just general nonsense Elvis-wise on YouTube, but you won't find that on this channel, because it's just an Elvis fun channel, and we try and promote all the good parts of Elvis's legacy and his memory. We're trying to keep his memory and his legacy alive. So that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a topic, which is the Elvis evolution, the verdict. We'll come to that in a minute. This day in Elvis history, of course, if it's a red letter day or a special day, the 20th of July, I'll be running down what Elvis was doing on particular years, July the 20th. There will be a poll, of course, which kind of ties in with Elvis evolution. No Dylan's Elvis tale this week. Dylan is actually a little bit under the weather. So Dylan, if you're watching, I would like to send our best wishes to you, Elvis the Ultimate Fan Channel, and Steve. Best wishes for a speedy recovery, and I'm sure everybody in the Elvis community will echo that as well, and hope that this time next week me and you will be doing another Dylan's Elvis tale. The one we were going to do this week, we can just carry over. I was looking forward to it, so please get well soon, young man. And Vincenzo says, feel better soon, Dylan. Brian Roberts says, get well soon, Dylan. Yes, Dylan, get well soon, says Jill. I'm sure everybody, Teresa says it as well. Yes, everybody is saying it. Get well soon, Dylan. Underrated Elvis song we're going to be doing. A song I wish Elvis had recorded. Caption the photo. Wait till you see that photo. Yes, indeed. Smoking hot photo, of course.
Oh, he's so hot.
There's one right there already. So you're going to have two smoking hot photos this week. You can, of course, phone me free on WhatsApp and Instagram and Facebook Messenger. The telephone number is actually on the screen. Or you can get into the Discord queue if you're a member of our Discord community. If not, there is a link below for an invite, and you can join our... We have a lot of fun on the Discord. We do. It's not just this hour every week. You know, we keep the fun going throughout the week on Discord. And I'm really looking forward to maybe getting some calls this week about Elvis evolution. What you think so far? Are you going to go? Have you changed your mind on what you've heard? If you've already been, I mean, I know it's only, 3-4 days in, is it? The 20th today, 18, 19, 20. This is the third day. So I'm not really holding out much hope that there will actually be somebody listening tonight, this afternoon, this morning, wherever you're watching from, who's actually been to the Elvis Evolution show yet. Maybe you've spoken to somebody that has been to the show. So we'll be discussing that. We'll be doing that probably after the topic. Obviously, that makes sense. Do the topic and then see if there's anybody who wants to ring in and talk about it. But before we go any further, I have to kick off with this.
Hidden Elvis. Clue number 1.
Yeah, we do Hidden Elvis every week, as most of you know. Last week it was James Burton, I believe. And I give you 4 clues throughout the show. And then after the 4th clue, you can type in the live chat what you think the answer is. Don't do it before the 4th clue because it'll just spoil the whole thing. So, yeah. And it is Dallas. Simple as that. Dallas. Oh, I am so looking forward to this quiz. Blankety blank. For you people in the UK and Ireland, you'll probably remember in the 1970s, maybe 1980s maybe, Terry Wogan, the disc jockey, he's from Limerick in Ireland. He's passed on now, but he used to do a quiz show called Blankety blank. And this is what this quiz... I don't know how this is going to work. I really don't. Oh, yeah. This is how the quiz works. I give you a song title, and it's made up of blanks, but I've put a couple of letters in there to help you, okay? And the slash, that way, or that way, if you means that there's, that's the space between the words. Okay. So I'm going to start you off with an easy one. And Juliana says, oh, this should be fun. Okay. Well, Dave and Chris are in the building. They're going to help me moderate. I'm going to use the 1968 comeback. Well, it's not comeback. I don't like to call it comeback special. The 1968 NBC TV special pen in honor of the Elvis Evolution opening. Okay, now, so yeah, this is it. I've got to find the first. Here it is. Okay, what is that? Does anybody know what that song title is? No, it's not. Oh boy, Juliana. Always me. Almost in love. Always me. No. Ah, great. It's worked because somebody has actually got it. In fact, a few people have got it now. Don's got it. Purple Green has got it. Yeah, Edwidge says always me, but as far as I'm aware, there wasn't an Elvis song title called Always Me. Okay. Yes, John says, well done, Don. I would never have gotten that. Well, let me show you how this works. I think I can reveal to you now how this works. Yeah, there you go. See how it works? So you got A, blank, 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 slash, O, and then E. Okay, so that's that one. So Don, you get your name on the Wheel of Fortune, and also you get this.
Flippy, real flippy.
Okay, right. So the next one is, what song title is this? It's a process of elimination. Maybe start with the last word, and then you might be able to work it out. Vincenzo says, my sister sent me an Elvis puzzle book, Steve. I love it. Yeah, I know. It's good, isn't it? I hope I haven't made these too hard. Now there you go. No, I haven't, because there is somebody in the building that has got it right. 2 people that's got it right. Yeah. Vincenzo, yes. Mike M. You see how it works now? Edwidge, dirty, dirty feeling, yes. And to prove to you, I will show you again how it works. Okay, here we go. You see? Blank, 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 D, blank is dirty. Then you've got the Y for the other dirty. Then you've got E, L, and G for feeling. So there you are. How's that? Dirty, dirty, feeling. Purple Green says, can I buy a vowel? Yes, that's right. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Elaine.
Flippy. Real flippy.
Okay, well done. Oh, this one's so easy. So easy. Are you ready for this? There you go. Now, what do you think of that? Thanks, guys. Flippy, yes. Change of habit? No. Don't be cruel? No. I think some of you are just guessing. Okay. Oh, yes. Well done. Anne Y. Hi, Anne Y. How are you? Yes, it is City by Night. And again, just to prove it, I know there's people out there now going, oh, yeah, I see it now. This is how it works. Okay. You go and you reveal it like this. There's the T for city, B, and then blank is by, and then the T, which is the end of night. Okay. I did torture myself actually quite a bit how many letters to put in and how many to leave out. If I put too many in, it would just be too easy. And if I took too many out, it'd be too hard. So I think I've got the good balance. I think I've this blankety blank, huh? What do you think of that? So anyway, Anne Y.
Flippy. Real flippy.
And this one could potentially trip you up. And the reason ever since I've been doing these live shows and these quizzes, I've been trying to beat you. And I have never, ever stumped you. It's taken a while some weeks where I've been thinking, aha, I've got you. And then somebody gets it. But this one, this could be the one. Okay? And it's this one here, number 4. What's that? Song title. Purple Green says, wow, got a vowel now. Yes. Jeff Davidson says, flippy. Mike M says, clueless. Yeah, I think I've got you. I might have to tell you what movie it's from. says Juliana. All that I am. Well, it could be all that. No, it couldn't, because that would be a H instead of an A, wouldn't it? Oh, wait. Juliana says. Just think, Blue Rhythm Boy. Hi, Blue Rhythm Boy. Just think of that last word. There's an O in there. It's a 4-letter word with an O. Ahaha. Adrian's EP reviews. Hi, Steve. I think I'm thick. No, it's not easy. This is not easy. I'm telling you now, this is not an easy quiz. Yeah, and it looks like Vincenzo, it was the first to get it, then Edwidge, because it is I'll Take Love. Yeah, Mrs. EAP, Bossa Nova, I'll Take Love. Yeah, Doreen, yeah. Well done, Vincenzo. And just to prove that it is, I will show you, because it's only fair, and you'll see how it, blank blank L, blank A, blank blank is take, and then obviously that last word is love. I'll take love. Vincenzo?
Flippy. Real flippy.
And yeah, you'll all be going away tonight, this afternoon or this morning, whatever time it is, with a headache, thinking of all these song titles. Okay, you'll be pleased to know there's only 2 more to go. Right. What is the song title here? Blankety blank. I bet you wish I'd go back to backwards Elvis now. Actually, that's something I must do. I must go back to backwards Elvis. Do a backwards Elvis, yeah. Because we really enjoy that, don't we, folks? Oh, that didn't take as long as I'll Take Love. Yeah. I think maybe the P and the M helped there. So anyway, Mike M, Pieces of My Life. Well done.
Flippy. Real flippy.
Mike M. You get your name along with the other 4 people so far on the Wheel of Fortune. And this is how it pans out. Pieces of My Life. There you are. You see? You see it now, can't you? Pieces of My Life. Okay. So you're getting really good at this. You'll get this one now in record time. There'll be so many people getting this right. Purple Green says, tricky, Elvis Steve. Yes, it is a tricky quiz. I just felt I was being too kind on you the last few months. So now, the 6th and final one, and loads of people are going to get this. And he sang that live once in 75. Did he really? I'll Take Love. Blimey. Okay. Now, I think it'll take you in a flash to get this, because this is number 6. And I think this is an easy one. But then again, I've got the answer in front of me. Okay, here we go. Oh, Juliana says, Yeah, you see. Oh, Honeysuckle Rose. Hello, Honeysuckle Rose. And then Juliana goes, oh, duh. Yeah, I know. You see, a lot of people are getting that any day now. One of my favorites, of course, any day now. You are my honeysuckle. I am the bee. Right. Okay. Honeysuckle Rose. That's going to be Honeysuckle Rose. That's going to be fun putting that on the wheel, isn't it? Honeysuckle Rose. And just to prove to you that it is, but you can see that it is actually any day now, is here. You've got the Y for any, you've got the A for day, and you've got the O for now. Any day now. Okay. Sorry, honeysuckle.
Flippy. Real flippy.
Now, what did everybody think of that quiz? Yes, Bossa Nova. Yeah, Pieces of My Life. Well done. Yeah, yeah. Anybody that got any of those, brilliant. Including you, Bossa Nova, because you got Pieces of My Life there. Not easy. Not easy. Don says good. Mrs. EAP Elaine says Flippy Steve. Jill says, yeah, great. It made my brain hurt, says Juliana. It made my brain hurt setting it. Hey, Priscilla. Nice to see you back. How are you? Been an Elvis fan since I was 7 years old. Julie Pearson. Welcome, Julie. Okay. So it looks like it was a success. Blankety blank was a success. I don't know if this topic is going to be a success, but anyway, Elvis Evolution has arrived. Elvis the Ultimate Fan Channel are always here to promote any positive representation of Elvis, and this is a positive thing. It is, take it from me, it is a positive thing. Elvis Evolution is promoted on billboards and posters all over London. Oh, by the way, just in case, for anybody across the world that thinks this hasn't got anything to do with them because they're in the US or they're in Japan or whatever and they're watching, it actually has, because after London, it is going to other parts of the world. It's going to Las Vegas, it's going to Tokyo, it's going to Berlin. So please do bear with me because it does relate to all Elvis fans. So he's also been featured in the media and online around the world, and all of it in a positive way. It's what Elvis deserves. There is AI in Elvis Evolution. A hologram was discussed. It was never promised. It was worked on in the early stages, but had to be scrapped for technical reasons. Personally, I am grateful that the hologram was abandoned. If they couldn't perfect it, could you imagine the backlash and bad publicity connected to Elvis if it had made him look clownish or amateur? Back in January 2024, Layered Reality made this statement. It is less like ABBA Voyage and more like time travel, and that you're going to be stepping into intricate sets that make you feel like you've time traveled, interacting with actors and walking in the king's shoes. It was the media who kept pushing the hologram idea with their comparisons to the Swedish quartet. Now, prices. Yes, prices have been highlighted and discussed. Let me tell you that there are three prices: £75, which is about $100, £180, which is about $240, and £300, which is around about $402. In London, for a 2-hour show, it's about what you would expect to pay. That's the solid reality of it, and you have to consider all the elements involved too. How much does the guest house at Graceland cost per night? How much are ticket prices for Graceland tours now? And that's a genuine question because I don't know the answer to that. I haven't looked in quite a while how much it is for the Graceland packages, and I don't know how much it is for the guest house at Graceland. So that is a genuine question on my behalf. For my wife and I to travel to Memphis from Ireland and do all the things an Elvis fan would want to do whilst there would cost us thousands. I know it would. It would cost us thousands. Being an Elvis fan is expensive. Period. Everyone's opinion is going to be different on this. I understand that. I know some are disappointed there isn't a full hologram to be seen. But hey, if Elvis Evolution is supported and successful, then there will be one in the future. I have no doubt whatsoever. Baz's movie was supported and successful, and look what that led to. The up-and-coming Unseen Footage project. Do you really think that if Baz's movie had flopped, he would have got the backing to do this new Elvis project? And I know the answer to that, and I think you do as well. No, he would not have. The overwhelming success of the Direct from Graceland exhibition in a few years ago that ran and ran and ran for months and months longer than what it was planned. Where? London. No coincidence that it was London. That Elvis Evolution opened in the same city before going to other locations. It was because it was so well supported and successful in London. Tearing Elvis Evolution down is in such a destructive manner, and some having not even seen it, is not okay. We should be building Elvis up, not knocking him down. And yes, it is knocking Elvis down. People were quick to post negative reviews, but not positive reviews. Why? Is there an agenda here? This is what I want to know. If you decide that Elvis Evolution isn't for you, then that's fine. It doesn't make you any less of an Elvis fan, but jumping on every little negative and blowing it up certainly doesn't help. This is Elvis. How do you think he would feel about some tearing down such a positive thing in his name? He always appreciated our love and respect for him. I'd like to finish the topic by quoting from the Strictly Elvis Travel and Events UK review. They were honoured with a special preview a few days before the grand opening. And they say, "What did we think of Elvis Evolution? We thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a different, exciting and fresh way to present Elvis. We all know the Elvis story, but this shows it in a way that we never have seen before. Who would think that we could be at the 68 comeback in 2025? Will some things be changed? Yes. We know that Layered Reality are taking all feedback seriously and have already made many tweaks after the preview sessions, with more to come. This is giving us a positive new step in Elvis's legacy and bringing him bang up to date with modern entertainment. Once again, Elvis is showing the world that he is still leading the way. Long may that continue." And also, I'd like to give you some comments from others that have seen it. Okay? Loved it, brilliant. To be honest, I didn't know what to expect, but my goodness, did we enjoy every second. We loved it. From the diner, which I loved, to the actors, to the storytelling, just everything. I was even up dancing at the end, and I never dance. I agree it's not for everyone, but it's Elvis, so what's not to love? I really hope it's a big success for obvious reasons, and I will definitely make the effort to go and see for myself. Went to a preview. It was a great experience, but not enough Elvis and more about his friend. I think they mean Sam Bell. Wasn't really aware of any AI, but stand to be corrected on that. It is a good show and we enjoyed it. Will be interesting to see what's changed when we go again in August. So this person, even after the preview, is going to go again in August. Bit of a long one, this one, but bear with me. Absolutely, wholeheartedly agree with the good review. The negativity has been crazy. It's Elvis, a fresh way to see him. I paid the £180 for my ticket and don't regret it one bit. I wouldn't miss Elvis in London, never ever. I may love it, I may not, but it's Elvis and they haven't skimped. You can see the passion and the work that's been put into it. I will be drinking cocktails with my best friend and loving Elvis for over 2 hours. What could be better than that? I would have loved the hologram, like initially mentioned. Of course I would. Who wouldn't? But it's not the beginning and the end for me. An Elvis experience is what I crave. All that being said, I won't review it or put out an opinion because I haven't seen it yet. That makes sense. I will wait my turn next week. I adore Hear 'em, Scare 'em. Most folks don't, but hey, even in Elvis's time, you couldn't please everyone. Nothing much changes. Good luck, Elvis Evolution. I hope you are not haunted by the non-hologram and folks actually give you a chance. I will. And there are lots more in that sort of vein. I'd like to thank Strictly Elvis for the quotes, and now I'd like to open the phone lines and hear your opinions on EE, Elvis Evolution. Are you going? When are you going? Or has what you've heard changed your mind? There is actually a lot to talk about. So I'm pretty sure that me saying all this might have made me a little bit unpopular with some saying this, and I'm fine with that. You can't be liked by everyone, and not everyone is going to agree with such an emotive subject. When you run a YouTube channel, you will have supporters and you will have people that don't support you. And as I've always said, I appreciate your support, and I do it all for you through that camera, and Elvis, of course. You and him deserve it. You really, really do. So, yeah. And with that being said, we've got to do a poll. And the poll is this. It's very, very simple. Now, remember, I did say, John Rowley, no, you're not popular. No, you're not unpopular. Oh, thanks for John. Thanks very much. Mark Dahl says, is Elvis Evolution a movie or a documentary? It's an immersive experience. It's a walkthrough, and you go through there's 3 acts as far as I'm aware. I think the first act is when you go back to Elvis's childhood. The second act is the Hollywood, I believe, and then the third is the 68 NBC TV special. Vincenzo says, I hope it comes to Italy. Margaret says, I went to the Arches, as I did. That was enough for me. My opinion of this evolution, I'm keeping to myself. Okay, Margaret, that's very good. Now, so this basically is what the poll is. And as I say, remember that Elvis Evolution is not just going to be in London. It's also going to be throughout the world as well. It's going, as far as we know so far, it's going to Vegas, it's going to Berlin, it's going to Tokyo. I think there's another location as well, which I can't think of. But if it's a success, I'm sure it will go worldwide. But this is it. When Elvis Evolution comes to your part of the world, will you go? It's as simple as that. And there's only 3 options as well. And the 3 options are yes, no, not sure, need to hear a little more. Okay? So that should now be coming up on your live chat. When Elvis Evolution comes to your part of the world, will you go? I will say one thing. I did see early on in the chat before I became live that somebody said, from what I've heard, it's not great, and save your money and don't go. So that person was basing all their opinion on telling everybody not to go and not to spend their money, and they hadn't been themselves. So to me, that just does not make sense. Telling everybody not to spend their money and don't go because I've heard it's not great, but I haven't seen it. Okay, right, fair enough. Please vote away. It's very important this week because nobody can see who votes for what. I just see the final yes, no, or not sure, need to hear a little more. So we've got another one of these.
Hidden Elvis. Clue number 2.
Okay, the first clue was Dallas, and the second clue is Billy Joel. Okay, Billy Joel. If you're watching on playback as well, please do leave comments about Elvis Evolution. I would be very, very interested. I do read every single comment that is left during the week. I really do. So it's important that you, please comment on Elvis Evolution and what you think so far, what you've heard, Has it changed your mind? Are you still going to go? Are you trying to cancel your tickets, looking for refunds, things like that? Also, let's see, who is the top fan so far this week? Top fan so far, believe it or not, Arkansas Dave is top fan. Number 2 is Tom. Then number 3 is Jane. That tells me that you are a top fan. Basically, I think the more defending Elvis Presley, I'm reviewing Elvis Evolution tomorrow. I think the way you get top fans is the more you comment, the more you move up the ranking, I believe. So Dave has obviously been commenting the most. I think it should be free. You think what should be free, Dave? Elvis Evolution. It takes a lot of money to put something on like that. They couldn't do it free. I hope you're not talking about Elvis Evolution. I really am. Okay, so I'm going to move over and I'm going to look to see if there's anybody. Yes, there is people who want to come on. Now, normally this time of the week we do Dylan's Elvis tale, but as I was saying earlier on, unfortunately Dylan is under the weather this week, and we do send our best wishes to Dylan. Dylan, if you're watching or watching on playback, please get well soon, and hopefully have you back here this time next week to do the hidden, not the hidden, the Dylan's tale. Yes. So anyway, we're going to say, Juliana, how are you? Oh, I have. Do you know what? I haven't put myself in the. Now she should be able to hear me. Hi, Juliana.
Hello, how are you?
Not too bad.
Not too bad, that's good. Hopefully it's cooler over there because it is warm over here.
What sort of temperatures are you having?
Well, today it's 80. The rest of the week it's going to be in the 90s. I'm hoping by the time I get to Vegas next week, it'll cool off a little bit. So
I don't think Vegas will be cooler, will it? Maybe it will. I don't know.
One can hope. I'm going to be in the international the whole time, so I don't plan on going. Well, maybe I'll go somewhere. I got to find some stuff to do.
now don't forget when you're all back home and everything settled in, please ring and tell us all about your adventure. Because you're going to see this. Tell us what you're going. Why are you going to Vegas?
Yeah, so it actually I was invited by some people through the social media, and it's basically on July 31st they are doing a recreation of Elvis's opening show from July 31st, 1969.
Wow.
So basically they're doing it in the original showroom. The gentleman who's going to be performing, his name is Travis Powell. He's going to be wearing the same outfit. I mean, same rings, same everything. They're going to have a similar band. Obviously not the same people. I heard something about Jerry Sheff possibly playing. He's going to be there.
Oh.
I don't know if he's going to play. If he plays, I will be crying like a baby. So, so they're going to have a similar band. They're going to do the exact same set list. They're also doing, I guess, a bunch of other stuff. They're going to be doing there's like exhibits and things and stuff like that. So it's really kind of like a whole week thing, but I'm going to be there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But
right.
Super excited.
So we're looking forward to hearing all about that when you're back anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to take plenty of pictures, that's for sure.
Oh, great. Yeah. We can post some. Yeah, if you send them to me, we can post them.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, obviously, you're going to talk to me now about Elvis Evolution, aren't you?
Yeah, so it doesn't sound like it's going to be coming to my area, but I mean, obviously if it comes to Vegas, maybe I'll try going back. Who knows? But it's, I'm glad you said your piece of it, because I thought genuinely for a little bit there, I thought I was the only one thinking positive. And it really was kind of made me sad, because it's like, I can't believe all these people are being so darn negative about it.
Well, let me tell you that there are lots of positive reviews on the net as well. It's just they don't seem to be making their way out for some reason. There seems to be an agenda almost to promote the bad reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know why.
Yeah, and it kind of goes back to what you were saying. I can't believe Elvis fans can be that negative about something, especially when you've never seen it. I mean, all these people are focusing on the fact that, they said we were going to have a hologram. They didn't promise anything.
No.
You just, took it and ran with it. And it's just sad because, I think this is going to be a fantastic opportunity, especially starting it in a place like London, where you've got all of these people and all these tourists. For all you know, it could be something that a tourist who's not an Elvis fan goes into it wondering what the heck is this, and then leaves becoming an Elvis fan, similar
Yeah,
to what
yeah.
happened to me to Graceland. So
And this is definitely another gateway for younger fans, like the Baz Luhrmann film. This is definitely another gateway for young fans. Yeah, I'm convinced of it. It's strange. I mean, yes, there does seem to be an emphasis on, well, they said it was going to be a hologram and now there's no hologram. I mean, there is some AI in it. I'm not completely sure what the AI is yet, because nobody's actually told me what it is, but they've told me there is some AI, but not a full hologram. So, but I did see a picture yesterday where an actor is sat in front of a makeup mirror. You know, the makeup mirror with the bulbs around it.
Oh yeah.
But the reflection is Elvis's. So they might have actually projected Elvis's face through the mirror onto that to make it look like Elvis is sat in front of the mirror before he goes on to the 68 special, which would be clever.
Okay, that's actually really awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And you know, I'm going to be interested to see kind of how their reviews shift the longer this goes on. I'm really interested to kind of see that. But, you know, and you were wondering, because you had asked, you know, how much it cost to go to Graceland. So, you know, I brought it up, and it hasn't changed too much from when I went. Then again, I didn't stay at the guest house. I just did Graceland, and that was it. And I think, to my knowledge, I'm pretty sure we only did the base one. But there's hold on, let me count. 5 different like ticket levels, and they vary all the way from $50 to $250.
Okay.
So that's for Graceland just in general, and of course, you know, you've got just the mansion, and then you've got the Archives Ultimate VIP, which is, you know, the Archives tour with Angie and all that special stuff. When I win the lottery, there will be signs, because I will be doing that.
Well, that means then that it's about the same price as the middle ticket for Elvis Evolution, because the middle ticket is $240 dollars. Yeah.
And that's the most expensive option to go see Graceland. I mean, the cheapest one is $50. So it's like, you know. And then the guest house, of course, you know, with Elvis Week coming up, it's a little bit different. But I was looking at it, and it kind of averages out at about $200 per night when you know, it's not middle of Elvis Week, but of course with Elvis Week it's close to $400.
Yeah.
But with it's about $200 a night, give or take, which, I mean, for a really nice hotel like that, $200 a night is not that bad.
No, it's not. No, I agree there.
Yeah.
I agree
there.
But
unfortunately, as a newer fan, all I see nowadays is, oh, I'm never going to go to Graceland again. It's too expensive. I don't understand why you would spend money on that. Why would you go to Elvis Week? Blah, 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 blah. And it's just, it shocks me how much negativity there is. It really does. Because
I said earlier on, nobody's forcing anybody. I mean, and it doesn't make you any less of a fan if you do not go to Elvis Evolution. But don't turn.
Exactly.
But I don't think you should be turning around and telling other fans not to go and not to spend their money.
Right.
You know, right. I would never be as crass as to say, don't spend your money on that. You know, that's like saying, you know, why have you spent money on that car? I wouldn't spend money on that car. Or it's their money. Let them choose what they want to spend their money on, you know. So, yeah.
Exactly,
it's
and I'm glad somebody else thought that, because, you know, for a little while I really thought I was going to be by myself, because seeing it all over social media and reading the comments, it was just so... I saw one comment, and this just irked me so bad. Someone said something along the lines of, oh, Elvis would be rolling in his grave if he saw this.
No, that's
no, he would not. Like, you clearly don't know much about him. Then if you think that, that's insane. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess we'll see, but
it's too positive for Elvis to be rolling in his grave. I mean,
right.
You know, it's good. You know, people are saying, oh, because it's not great, it does his legacy harm. I don't think it does. I think if it's supported well, it will not do his legacy any harm. But that's just my opinion. Everybody is welcome to their own opinion, but that happens to be my opinion. So no, but you're not alone. Yeah. It might just be me and you, but you're definitely not alone. Okay,
well,
right.
I guess it's just you and me then. That's okay. I'll take it.
Okay, Juliana, have a great time.
Right,
Is it next week you go to Vegas?
It is. So
it is, yeah, because it's the 31st, yeah.
So I'm just going to call it next week, you know?
10 days is right, because it's the 20th now, isn't it? So the 31st. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay, great. Yep. All right. All the best.
All right, thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Okay, yes, lovely Juliana. Let's have a quick word with Vincenzo.
Hi, Steve.
Well, when Elvis Evolution comes to your part of the world, will you go?
Yeah, I'm curious, Steve. Though I want to see if it comes to Italy.
Yeah, okay. Right, fair enough. That's great. Okay, and do you think it's right for people to be telling other people, don't spend your money and don't go to see it?
No, if they haven't seen it, they shouldn't judge it if they haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. All right, Vincenzo.
I fucking you, Steve.
All the best. Bye. And Sally, are you there? Hello, Sally B. Have I got? Hello, Sally B. Okay, Sally, I do think you have yourself muted. Okay. What I'll do is I will move on to the lovely Priscilla. Hi, Priscilla.
Howdy doody, Steve. How's you, my boy?
Long time no speak.
I know.
How
Life gets in the way every now and again.
How have you been?
Do you know what? I've been good. I've been good, very busy, as you know yourself.
Yeah.
My family circumstances take a lot of my time these days.
Yep.
But both my parents are well and, on the road to recovery, which is great.
Great. I'm glad to hear that.
But I have missed you. I have dipped in and out of a few of the Discords, but between work and that, I genuinely don't get the time that I used to have.
Oh yes, I mean we're all busy people as well, but we try and get our fix of Elvis as well when we can.
Well, I try and get my fix of this because I want to be surrounded by Elvis positivity.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm glad you said that. So, what do you think then about this EE?
So I'm a little irked for other reasons, Steve.
Oh, right.
And no, I certainly wouldn't be close-minded enough to form an opinion about something I hadn't seen.
Good.
Yes, I would take into account opinions of others, but as Juliana rightly mentioned, there are lots of prices for visiting Graceland, and as you well know, I was fortunate enough to do that. It was extremely, as you rightly pointed out at the start of this conversation, very expensive. I spent, I suppose, on the Memphis leg of the trip, if you include the transatlantic flights, the internal flights, the hotel, we did the VIP tickets for Graceland. I probably spent, for three of us to go, I probably spent about $7,000.
Yeah.
That's euros.
Yeah, and I could imagine other people would spend probably 10,000.
Yeah, well, my whole trip I think cost me about 10,000, but I took some out for the New York leg of that. And that's just a very quick estimate here in my head. Do I think it was money well spent? I absolutely do.
Of course, yes.
I was given opportunities, and the most special opportunity I had, which was to speak and meet with Lisa Marie, was a free event. Yes, it's expensive to be there because there was lots of events going on in the exhibition centre and that weren't included in my general admission. And the fact that I paid about, I don't know, $250, I think it cost me about $700 for the tickets, or just a little under $700 for the tickets. We did the VIP tour of the mansions, but it didn't include any of the events on in the auditorium there. I can't remember the name of what they call it. And there was things I'd like to have gone to, but I had maxed my budget and that's what it was. So I think that, and yes, I did go to the Arches of London. And again, like yourself, Steve, we have flights to get there. It's a different country. We have to book a hotel. It's London. That's high prices. Yeah. I did, and this is the reason I marked, I did have flights booked to go to Elvis Evolution. My ticket was for the 11th of July.
Oh, right. Just before they moved it again, didn't they? They moved it to the 18th.
And they moved it.
Yeah.
So I had €650 spent on flights.
Right.
Now, as it happens, we did go, and I did see the posters in the tube stations, and it really annoyed me that they said now open, because it fucking wasn't. Excuse my French. Sorry for cursing.
No, that's all right.
But because that was the reason we were to be there. So I'm irked for that reason. I surround myself with Elvis positivity. I don't want to hear the negativity. I understand that everybody's entitled to their opinion. I think anything that brings Elvis to the forefront of our modern day culture, in whatever form it comes, I think has to be only seen as a positive. Yes, it may have been bandied as one thing, and yes, that may have evolved. The clue's in the name, evolution.
Yeah.
I think anything that brings Elvis to the forefront is a good thing. Yes, it isn't everybody's cup of tea.
You see, a lot of people are focusing on the fact that, okay, at first it was mooted. It was mooted that it was supposed to be a hologram, and it was originally supposed to be, I think, some holographic images in there, but they had to abandon it through to technical difficulties. I'm glad in a way they did, because, as I said it in my topic, if it had made him look clownish or amateurish, it would have been worse.
Absolutely, Steve. And the other thing is, we instantly clung on to the best version of this event that we could.
Mm-hmm.
And I say we, I mean fans. We want it to be the best possible event. I mean, for those of us who are fans all their lives, and my life didn't involve being on the planet very long with Elvis, but still to be a fan, just because I haven't attended an Elvis concert or I wasn't, an adult when Elvis was around, that doesn't make me any less of an Elvis fan, and it doesn't make anybody else any more of an Elvis fan.
Exactly.
I believe what truly makes us Elvis fan is a love for that man's musical ability, which was off the charts, or his humanitarianism, which was off the charts, for the cultural impact it had for that generation and all of ours to follow. He gave of himself in every possible way, and you and I have had this conversation multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
He gave so much of himself that he suffered, we didn't.
Yeah.
And we should want to build that back up. We should want to repay that. We should want... Now, if it isn't what you expected it to be, does that make it a bad thing? No, that just means you have a preconceived notion and it didn't turn out like that. But has anyone ever gone to a movie or gone to a play or gone to a show and thought it was one thing and come out going, it wasn't what I thought it was, but that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it?
No, I've been to some bad
Well,
movies.
that doesn't mean I can't... Yeah.
I've been
that
to
doesn't
some
mean we
bad
can't
movies in my
appreciate it.
time, yeah.
Yeah. And like, I just think that if we don't use, even if the show isn't what we thought it might be or what we originally thought it was being sold as, it is what it is now, and it's not doing any harm.
No, I'm going to go, and I'm going to be determined to enjoy it. I'm going to go with an open mind, and I'm not going to go with any preconceived ideas or anything like that. And I'm going to try and enjoy it as much as I can. That's what I'm going to do. So,
well, I really hope my husband isn't listening to this show tonight, because I hope to get there.
Yeah. Well, are you going to book again? Are you?
Well, I do hope so. We did cancel our tickets and get our refund.
Yeah.
Just because we had booked for 3 of us to go, and the chances of 3 of us being available, be able to get the same time off, and to attend again, would have been it was difficult to maneuver to get to that stage. So, but maybe, again, this is why I hope my husband isn't listening, maybe it would be easier for me to do that on my own without bringing all of them, or to get there. But I think that our job as Elvis fans, if we want to repay the man for the goodness, kindness and happiness he brings to our lives every day, we should do everything in our power to rise him up.
Support it. I think it's on till the end of December, so you've got till the end of December to rebook anyway. So,
well, yeah, you know what? I'm hopeful that maybe sometime in October I might be able to go one night, go to the event, and come home the following evening. I'm hoping. Again,
well, we've got a bank holiday or a holiday at the end of October, so maybe that could be an opening for you.
Yeah. I am hoping that will happen, Steve. And do you know what? I will do everything in my power to get there. I just think we need to remember positivity. And you were saying that all the comments and the reviews were negative, and bad news travels fast.
It does, unfortunately. There's a theory that if you get bad service or you don't like something, you tell 50 people. But if you get good service, you only tell one person, which is a bad thing.
There you go. Now, the fact that they didn't go with the shoddy or a poorer version, I'm happier. Well,
I said earlier as well. I think if this is supported and does well, the hologram will come. It will come in time, I believe. It's just not coming this time.
Well, you know what? The reality is, weren't they innovative? Weren't they, aren't they thinking outside the box?
Yeah.
For those of us who can't get across the Atlantic Ocean, isn't it a way of feeling connected, experiencing some of the things that we're not all fortunate enough to go? And be under no illusion, I'm not blowing that I was there. It was a great sacrifice and a lot of years in the planning and a lot of sacrifices made for that to happen.
Okay, young lady, nice to hear from you again. Don't leave it so long next time.
I'll try not to, Steve. I'll try
Alrighty.
not to. And
Okay.
you have a good week, and
Yeah, thanks.
bye, everybody.
Cheers, Priscilla. Bye-bye. Okay, that was Priscilla. And we move on now to Brent. Brent, are you there? Hello, Brent. Speak to me, young Brent. I'm really looking forward to hearing what Brent's got to say about Elvis Evolution as well. Rebel Vegan says we should all get back on to Steve's channel after we've been and have a review. Yes, that's a good idea, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it's like everything else. There are definitely good reviews out there as well as the not so good reviews. Brent, are you there? Okay. I'll try Sally B again. Hi, Sally B. Are you there? Okay, I can see that Brent is kind of trying to get on to me. He's sort of, what he's doing is he's restarting his connection. So I will say, hi, Brent, how are you?
Steve, how you doing?
How are you?
Oh my gosh, you know what? You're so right about bad news traveling fast. There is so much hate out there about me and my show.
No, there isn't now. Stop.
But I'm the one who's usually saying the bad stuff, though. So I guess I'm to blame for that because I really have a problem with that Elvis Nation guy. But in all seriousness, Steve, there's a part of me that says some things are out there for money grabs. And then there are some things that are out there that say we need to support the Elvis name in any way we can.
Yeah. I don't think
And
this is, I don't think.
this-
Yeah, I don't think this is a money grab because there is a lot gone into it. People are saying that the tickets are expensive, but when you think what's gone into it, it's not that expensive, I suppose, is it? I mean, I think
Not really, no. And think about how much. I don't know if you guys over there in the UK have a lot of food delivery services, but it's such a price gouging enterprise over here. And you could spend 3 times what you'd spend at the restaurant to have your food delivered. And people order food throughout the week and not think twice. And I'm thinking if you just didn't order food delivery for a month, you'd be able to afford a ticket to that.
Yeah,
And
yes.
and when you think of the stupid things we shill out money for, and have something worthwhile, and I always used to say, well, I still do actually, that if we went and bought every Elvis album 10 times over, we still wouldn't be able to repay 1/10 of what he's given to us.
I agree. Yeah, you're so right.
I do. I feel like I'm sure you feel like this as a content creator. Like when all is said and done, no matter what we do, I'm still gonna feel like Oscar Schindler at the end of the movie. I could have done more. I could have done more.
Yeah. Yes.
I really do feel that way. I do think also it's kind of imperative that maybe we fans do what we can to help promote the name because we always assume that advertising budgets from Elvis Presley Enterprises or other entities that have a place in the game are going to all of a sudden do all the promoting for us. But I do think we need to, really out promote it ourselves to get a friend that you think like Elvis. And a lot of people think, Steve, that just because someone says Priscilla touched upon this about just, if you're an Elvis fan about, it doesn't matter when you entered the game. Okay. Because I'm telling you what, Steve, there are some people that have been fans for 35 years and I'll play a song on there that might be more of an obscure song. And they'll say, I've never heard that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know. It's strange.
So there's an expansion. I think it might have been Juliana who said it. But there's an expansion there to be had by anyone. Get your friends out. Be a good word of mouth yourself because not all these things sell themselves all the time, unbeknownst to popular belief, right?
Yeah.
So as far as going to see it, is there a family out there in the UK that wants to adopt someone? He's 52. very kind, but he would gladly love the expat life over there. It's always been my dream to retire to the English countryside, as many that I've said before. But I would really love to be shanghaied and get over there or somehow or something to see that. But you know what? I said this a couple of years ago to you, Steve. It is only fitting, though, that the UK gets to see this first because
Yeah.
you know what? We had our run of Elvis, and he never got to go to those other places. I think all great Elvis things should debut in other countries. I'm not an insular thinking American. I think that it would be just goodwill because I think Elvis would love the fact that he has something debuting in London.
Yeah, he opened in London. Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yes. So thank you so much. And
So
thank you, Steve.
it is coming to America, Las Vegas. I don't know how handy Las Vegas is for you, but would you go
Yeah,
if
I
you
could
could
get
get to
over there.
Vegas?
Oh, well, God, yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I thought
I'd
as
go
much.
3 times, even if it sucked, because I wanna get out there and put the Elvis name out there, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
I just, that's just I think there's a thing among us that think about it this way: we should really be missionaries for it, like evangelists for it, like there are for other religions. We're supposed to go out and preach the Elvis gospel to all all over the world because it's not always history's not always going to be that kind.
Yeah, I know. I know.
All right,
V-
Steve. Thank you so much, sir.
great call as always. Thanks, Brent.
Well, thank you. Bye.
All the best. Bye bye. Yeah. He always makes so much sense. Thanks, Brent. We will try Sally B one more time. Hi, Sally. How are you? Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm not sure what Sally wanted to say. Whether she wanted to say, "Great, I've been to Elvis Evolution and it's great," or "I'm not going because I've because I read the reviews," or "somebody has told me don't go even though they haven't seen it." Yeah, right. Okay. Miss Silvery Sleep, please don't dismiss the negative reviews out of hand. I've been to see it. How would you like to ring up now, Miss Silvery Sleep, and tell us, please? Would you like to do that? I'd love for you to come on. You can ring on the telephone number. You can call me on WhatsApp, Messenger, on that phone number, landline, or you can phone me on Discord. Please don't dismiss the negative reviews out of hand. I've been to see it. Okay? I'm not actually dismissing them out of hand. I wouldn't do that because, as I said earlier, everybody is entitled to their opinion, and I respect that opinion. One of the things I did have a problem with was people saying, "From what I've heard, it's no good, so don't spend your money on it." But I haven't seen it. So they're telling people not to spend their money on it, even though they haven't seen it. And I would be very, very, very interested in speaking to somebody that has actually genuinely been to see Elvis Evolution and tell me about it. I don't think we're going to get Sally B, unfortunately. I think that's probably it for the calls tonight. Okay, looking at the poll, I won't close it yet. I will leave it open for a little bit longer. And I will say, just put that up there so I can see it. See the comments. Right. Yeah. When Elvis Evolution comes to your part of the world, will you go to see it? Yes, no, not sure, need to hear a little more information. So I'm going to leave that open a little bit longer because I'm sure there are still people that want to vote on that. If not, I will close it shortly. As long as there are no more callers, I will close the Discord phone calls. Sally B is still showing us live. Hi, Sally B. No, I have a feeling that Sally maybe was ringing up about Elvis Evolution, and maybe she'd even been. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so we, there are still votes coming in, I can see, so I'm going to leave that open for a little bit longer. And we're going to do this.
It's time now for This Day in Elvis History.
Okay, right now, let me just put that up so I can see that. Memphis Sky, a big hello to all Elvis fans on this channel, and a big hello to you, Memphis Sky. I hope you've subscribed. Now, this day in Elvis history, July 20th, 1955, Elvis, Scotty and Bill performed at the Cape Arena building, Cape Girardeau, Missouri. And I hope I am saying that right. If you're from Missouri, you can tell me off and say, no, you haven't said that right. Girardeau. 1956, on his way back to Memphis from Biloxi, Elvis was mobbed by fans at a stop in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. So yeah, the mobbing was beginning to start. That's for sure. 1961, Follow That Dream. We have a great photograph from Follow That Dream. 1963, he was working on Viva Las Vegas with the lovely Anne Margaret. 1964, we have Girl Happy. 1966, he was working on Double Trouble. Speedway. Cheeky looking face there he has. And 1970, Elvis bought patio furniture in Palm Springs as a gift to the Colonel for his birthday the previous month. And of course he was working on That's the Way It Is. 1971, Elvis performed at the High Sierra Room, Sahara Tahoe State Line, Nevada. If Dylan was on, he could probably tell us what suit that is. Is it the cobweb suit? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Dylan, let me know when you next talk to me. There's one here actually, which is quite strange. There, I wonder where that stairway led to. It seems like he is on the stage, but there's a stairway leading to somewhere. Maybe it's, I don't know. But anyway, again, maybe Dylan can tell us. Okay, here we go. Right. 1972, Elvis was back in Los Angeles, where he remained until the 20th, which was today. 1974, oh yes, I've got some pictures. If You Talk in Your Sleep hit number 40 in the UK, and in the USA it reached number 6 on the Billboard Country Singles Chart in June of 74, and number 17 on the Billboard Pop Singles Chart in August 1974. The song was written by Red West and Johnny Christopher. Now, some lovely photographs here. Wait till you see these. Elvis performed at the Scope, Norfolk, Virginia, 2:30 and 8:30 this day in 1975. I think he looked really, really good in June and July of 1975. I really do. The Blue Phoenix. This is the 2:30, the afternoon show. And then we have the evening show, and it was the White Phoenix. Black and White Phoenix. Juliana, Talk in Your Sleep is one of my top 10 songs. Scott says, love that song. It's funky. Yes. Juliana, the cobweb suit. Thank you very much. Cobweb. Now, 1976, Elvis is in Vegas under Dr. Garnham's care, 14th to the 21st, in an induced sleep at the doctor's house for weight loss. Vincenzo says the stairwell led to the balcony, I think, Steve. Okay. All right. But could the people in the balcony not come down the stairs to see Elvis on the stage? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's a bit of a strange one, isn't it? Dr. Garnham's care induced sleep. And on this day in 1977, Elvis is upstairs at Graceland enjoying a little bit of R&R. Adrian says, what happened in London? I'm not too sure what you mean by that, Adrian. We were talking about Elvis Evolution, and there are still votes coming in. When Elvis Evolution comes to your part of the world, will you go? So I'm going to leave that open a little bit longer. And that was this day in Elvis history, down through the years, July 20th. Right. And I must remember that I've got to do another one of
Hidden Elvis. Clue number 3.
Clue number 3 is Blue Sparkle. Steve, Elvis was planning to go to London in 78. Yes, he probably was. In fact, he was probably planning on doing a gospel tour, I believe, as well. And maybe London was going to be part of that gospel tour. Right. Now, Blue Sparkle. I'm sure a lot of people know now, come Hidden Elvis clue number 3, but don't write it out yet in the live chat, because I want to give you a 4th clue, and then you can tell me what you think the Hidden Elvis is. Yeah, vote still coming in on the poll. I'm not going to close it yet. I want to give as much chance as possible to get a full view of what people think. When Elvis Evolution comes to your part of the world, will you go? So I'm going to move on to a song I wish Elvis had recorded. And it was suggested by Chris R., one of my moderators, and she put it on Discord. And it's this one, which is My Special Prayer by Percy Sledge, written by W. Scott. My Special Prayer was a 1969 hit for Percy. In the USA Billboard charts, it reached 94th position that year. However, in the Netherlands, it reached number 1 in the Dutch Top 40, as well as in the singles Top 100. In the Top 40, it was number 1 for less than 5 weeks. It became a hit again in 1974 when it was re-released in the Netherlands. In the Top 100, it reached number 4. In My Special Prayer by Percy Sledge, the singer expresses deep longing and desperation for lost love, comparing their emotions to a religious experience with references to choir singing Ave Maria and Hallelujah. The lyrics convey a sense of hope and faith that the lost love will return, emphasizing the emotional turmoil and the strong desire for reconciliation. So the song's themes are longing and hope. I'll wait here for the answer. I sent a special prayer up to heaven. Darling, please come back and never leave me. Desperation, I don't think I can last another day if you stay away another hour. So, would it have suited Elvis? I'm not 100% sure. Maybe what you should do is I'll drop a link in the description box below, and you can listen to Percy Sledge's My Special Prayer and see, would it have suited Elvis, and do you think he could have recorded it? Thanks, Chris, for sending that in. You can also send in your suggestions for a song you wished Elvis had recorded, of course. Please, you can send it in the usual ways. And a lot of fun with this one.
It's time now for Caption the Photo.
Yes, Caption the Photo. I think this one appeared on the Discord channel as well, under Picture of the Day, Elvis Picture of the Day. And Vincenzo says, great song. I love My Special Prayer, Steve. Okay. Well, I'm wondering now if people think Elvis could have recorded it. You'll know by listening to the link anyway. Juliana says, ooh, I wonder who won this time. Well, I'm going to read out some of the captions and I'm going to tell you who won. Some of them were quite funny. Quick, Bill, you've plugged the electric guitar into the wrong hole. Take my finger, take my whole life too. Everybody, let's rock. Hey guys, we're on top of the world. Now this was a close second, very close second, this one. I've never kissed a bear, I've never kissed a goon, but I can shake a chicken in the middle of the room. No, I can shake my finger in the middle of the room. You see how I nearly said the correct lyrics there for Party. But the winner, as voted for by you, was Mrs. EAP Elaine. And Elaine says, some people tap their feet, some people snap their fingers, and some people sway back and forth. I just sort of do them all together, I guess. And that's actually a direct quote from something that Elvis said. So that's very, very clever. Well done, Elaine. That's a nice one. It was, as I say, just pipped. I've never kissed a bear, I've never kissed a goon, but I can shake my finger in the middle of a room. So, and I will be posting another Caption This Photo on Tuesday on this channel on the post tab. Now, yeah, I'm going to close the poll because I don't see any more votes coming in. And the vote is, when Elvis Evolution comes to your part of the world, will you go? 46% say yes. 28 says not sure. I want to hear a little more. And 25%, a quarter of the votes, say no, they will not go to see Elvis Evolution. Disappointed. Right, let's move on to underrated Elvis song. And it is chosen by you, Juliana. Juliana, you were on to me earlier on the phone, so I hope you're still listening. And it's I've Got Confidence. Andre Crouch wrote it, and it was recorded at RCA Studio B and on May the 18th and 19th, 1971, which was Tuesday and a Wednesday, overnight session. And another quick recording. Take 1 is complete. Take 2 is the master. And they did a re-recording actually for Where No One Stands Alone, which he did with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. And Juliana says, this song has been such an earworm for me lately. We have an Elvis earworm of the day as well on the Discord channel, where, you know, when you wake up some mornings and there's just an Elvis song running through your head the whole day, and it's called an earworm. Well, that's what we do on Discord. Elvis earworm of the day. So yeah, she says, this has been such an earworm for me lately, and it made me realize a lot of his gospel songs go unnoticed. It's not your typical hymn you think of when most people think of Elvis singing gospel. His upbeat gospel songs are so much fun. Yeah, and it is, and it's one of those catchy ones, and it can actually get in your ear as an earworm. I've Got Confidence. Right. Let's have a look at, I'll put a link below for I've Got Confidence. Let's have a look for the top fans, will we? Jane Traynor is number 1 fan. Jill Brett is number 2. John Rowley is number 3. Okay, those are the top fans for this evening so far. And you can let me know your comments, what you think on I've Got Confidence. I actually like that quite a bit, actually. Now, we've got this.
Hidden Elvis, 4th and final clue.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to say that I've Got Confidence appeared on this. He Touched Me. I almost forgot to say that. Yes. Now, Hidden Elvis. Yes. By the way, I forgot to tell you that the person that gave me the idea for Hidden Elvis was Dylan. So thanks for that, Dylan. And now, the 4th and final clue is hard working. So do you know what the Hidden Elvis is for this week? Oh, look at that. Juliana, Ronnie Tutt. Yes. Well done. Edwidge, Vincenzo. Yeah. A lot of people getting it. David's Elvis World. Hi, David. Don Scott. Yeah. Whoa, I was speedy with it. Doreen, Beanie, hi. Jane, number one fan. Well done, Jane. You're top of the list this week as the number one fan for this live stream. Mark Dahl says, Ron Tut. Yep. Jill says, got me this week. Okay. Yeah. Well, basically what it is he was from Dallas, Big D. He played with Billy Joel. In fact, I think he played on Piano Man, I believe. He Blue Sparkle. He had the Blue Sparkle drum kit. And finally, Elvis always referred to him, well, not always referred to him, but quite frequently referred to him as hard-working Ronnie Tut when he did the band introductions. So there you are. And I've got that for you. He's definitely hard working there. Yeah, Vincenzo backed up what I just said. He played on Piano Man. Yes, he did. He's right. Thanks, Vincenzo. Now, just getting a little bit of a dry throat here. Now, Ronnie Tut is the hidden Elvis. I would be very, very grateful if just by Elvis's head there, if you're new to this channel. Yeah, Juliana says, what a picture. Very great picture of Ronnie Tut. If you would subscribe, click the bell to turn it black for all notifications, not just personalized. Thank you very, very much. And of course, you have to turn on your notifications on your phone in the app. Right. So what have we got? We've got, you can send in your ideas to me as well. Underrated songs, smoking hot photos, songs you wish Elvis had recorded, funny caption photos and all that. Send those in to me. Now, smoking hot. We can't really go without the smoking hot photo, can we?
Oh, he's so hot.
And Doreen, Beanie, if you're still watching, it was one that you posted on Discord during the week, I believe, and it's this one. Now, what do you think of that?
Oh, he's so hot.
Can't really argue with that, can you? Yeah. Margaret, just flames and hearts. Juliana, oh lordy. Purple Green, please, Steve. Edwidge, gorgeous, sexy. Jill Brett, number 2. Yes. My Little Friend, great Elvis track. Yes, you're right, Adrian, actually. My Little Friend is a great... Houston Astrodome. Sexiness with an awesome smile. Juliana says that smile. Yes, unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah. Look at me. It's almost like he's looking at himself singing into the microphone there, isn't it? So thanks, Beanie, for posting that on Discord and me harvesting it for the smoking hot photo. Thanks to everybody that took part in the poll. Thanks to all the great callers. The poll is a bit of an eye-opener for me. I hope I haven't upset anybody by giving my opinion quite robustly what I think about people reviewing and what people have been saying about Elvis Evolution. But I felt I had to. And it's because I feel so strongly about it because of my feelings for Elvis. That's basically it in a nutshell. So I do hope I haven't sort of alienated anybody, but I'm sure you understand why I said the things I said. And it's really over to Elvis now to say this.
All right, let's wrap it up and get out of here.
Oh, by the way, thanks to Dave and Chris for moderating. Thanks to everybody that commented and played along. And we'll do it all again next week. But until then, it's over to Al.
Elvis has left the building. Thank you and good night.